Creation does not make any mistakes. You are born as you are intended, and you have a gift, and we wait to see that gift.
It really does affect our quality of life as Native women and people when we're not represented properly or realistically.
I always felt like I was a bit too Native.
Growing up, never saw any representation of any Indigenous and disabled people in media.
When you're younger, you're always looking for yourself, and you feel out of place all the time because you don't see yourself anywhere.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Winnie Corn-Miller, and I am a Mohawk, Bear Clan, mother of 3. Thank you so much for agreeing to be part of this roundtable on something that we are all passionate about. That's Indigenous beauty. That's how we're perceived by the world. Having our identity being so legislated, legally, struggling with all of that goes with colonization. I wanted to start off the conversation maybe delving a bit back into that experience that maybe all of you have had on not feeling Native enough or struggling with that identity.
I had kind of lived in those two different worlds, not feeling white enough, not feeling Native enough, not feeling myself. And as I grew older, I started to understand that if I give people the power to define what I'm supposed to look like, whether I identify as a white passing Indigenous woman or simply Indigenous, they are not to define who I am.
Obviously, people see me, they don't see an Indigenous woman, have very, very pale skin. That's never going to change. But I would want people to know that I was Métis right off the bat.
At school, people wouldn't even bother to learn my name or even think that I was Native, just because from looking at my eyes, they're like, oh, Asian. Hey, Mulan. And I had long hair, right? I'm actually Inuk. So when people would hear that, they're like, Eskimo? And I'm like, no.
I need to pick one or the other, or people saw one or the other kind of thing. In school, I was the only one that was Black and Native.
People don't want to see that I'm both fat and capable and beautiful and all these extra cool things about me. I'm heckin' funny and deadly too,
And so for a really long time, struggled with my own identities. And I remember receiving this comment one time, the only thing Native about you is your face tattoos. And that really hit me. And then I realized for me that my identity at the end of the day, it comes from what community claims me. For me, it's I know that I'm Native because I have a community that I can go home to. And one that welcomes me.
We can also restructure these many different colonial standards that so many of us are brainwashed to believe we're supposed to be, or check a box and do this or be that. As I grow up, I understand that I am Indigenous, and I am Indigenous enough.
When I'm dancing powwow and connecting with my culture in that way, it's always so special to me because I always dreamed of that since I was a little boy. So that makes me feel powerful, and I think that's what makes me feel beautiful.
I just feel really beautiful and most beautiful when I'm laughing with other aunties, cousins.
I feel really beautiful when you work so hard at something and you keep working at it, and it's beyond what everybody expects you to do.
Beauty is, it's an expression of our self-determination as Indigenous people, and I feel that's reflected in this circle here.
We're all beautiful on the inside.
It's very empowering, I guess, to just say, hey, this is, take it or leave it. This is who I am.
I think we all represent such different walks of life.
We have powerful women. The people that have come here have spent a lifetime trying to take that power away from us. And our people knew how powerful our women were.
I just feel like there should be more understanding of that out in the world. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other.
This inclusivity that we bring from our culture, that we see ourselves as a community, and we are affected by how all of our people are treated and feel. And I think that the mainstream beauty industry could learn a lot from how we perceive beauty. And I think it would empower many more cultures and many more people out there to feel more loved and included. This has to be the beginning.
And it's a great beginning. Look around at all of us.
It means a lot to have my voice heard, finally.